So, former negative sentences, la leçon, c'est la négation en français. Donc, do you have any idea about it before I start?
Yeah, we did it that we use love and pas.
Yeah, definitely. We also use others like ne plus and so on. So, let's move to the next slide. So, the objective de cette leçon, les objectifs de cette leçon, or the objective, is actually for you to understand the structure of negative sentences in French, but also to correctly place the pas around verbs. Definitely, sometimes it's gonna be harder to place the pas around the verbs. But definitely what I want you to start doing is to have a rule of it. Basically, the most known rule in this one is the illusion rule. You know, the first that I'm making is that we use the illusion rule with ne before voyelle. So I will explain it more. Just keep in mind it's called the illusion rule. Then we form negative sentences using common negative expressions like jamais, plus, rien. So you have ne plus, ne, jamais, ne, rien, and so on. And how to transform basic affirmative sentences into negative ones, apply negative structure in real conversation. That's my third point. The basic formula in affirmative, you have subject plus verb. You do have the COD of something or something like that. So here, je parle français. The COD complement is français. I speak French, basically. When it comes to the negative part, is subject plus ne plus verb plus pas most of the time. Sometimes the pas is way later in the sentence. It's very rare, but sometimes it happens. So, je parle français becomes je ne parle pas français. Okay, so I don't speak French. So, do you want to take this one as a note, the basic formula of it? Please do. The next part of this one, which is actually the two parts of negation and the important note about it. So, key points. Sometimes you have ne pas, sometimes you have an apostrophe and pas, which is the illusion rule, meaning when you have a voyelle, I'm not gonna use ne because the E of the ne is gonna meet, I'm trying to put my mouse over here. Yeah. So the E of the ne is gonna meet with the E or U or A or O or I of the next verb. So meaning I would have, yeah?
No, I'm just saying, yeah.
Oh, okay. So meaning I would have to remove the E and keep just an apostrophe of it. So a normal example of this one would be, let me show you. Normal example. Yeah, it's over here, actually. I was going. So ne becomes an apostrophe before voyelles. So ne aime, je n'aime pas. See what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be je ne aime pas. Another one would be, let's try another one. So these words sandwich the verb kind of, but we would have to like switch between no and an apostrophe depending on the subject. So let's try a word like élever. Let's try éduquer. Do you know the word éduquer? Je n'éduque pas, education. That means like I don't educate my children this way. I don't teach them this way. Je n'éduque pas mes enfants de cette manière. Cette manière, let's try. Yeah. This one means I don't
Mm.
teach my children this way,
Mhm.
teach my kids this way. So manière is this way, basically.
Mhm.
So that's an example of it. I want you to take this one on your notebook too, please.
Okay.
So let's move to the next part of this. So basically what I wanted you to know about is like, these are some basic examples of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know I gave this one, but
Mhm.
like, how do you move from affirmative to negative? So, je suis content, je ne suis pas content. Il mange, il ne mange pas. Il aime le café, il n'aime pas le café. See?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
yes, it's the basic example of actually removing the E over here, but these are the
Mhm.
other examples from me wanting you to have some vocabulary, kind of.
Yeah.
So, je suis content means I'm happy. Je suis pas content, I'm not happy. Il mange, he eats. Il ne mange pas, he does not eat.
Mhm.
So you could definitely say something else here. You could say il ne mange pas. Sorry. Il ne mange pas, let's say a dish that he doesn't like. Il ne mange pas maybe le poisson, maybe fish. So this one is fish. He does not eat fish. It, most of the time, you will always use this with something else. See what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah.
Like, il ne mange pas something. Il aime le café. Elle aime le café. She likes coffee. Elle n'aime pas le
Mhm.
café. She doesn't like coffee. Okay.
Mhm.
Do you have any questions on these examples?
No.
Okay. Can you put at least the ones that you don't understand? That you see for the first time, so that you have the vocabulary on your notebook.
Yeah, I'm just gonna write down everything just in case.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So now we're going to see the ones that are not ne pas, that means other things like more intense, like never, nothing,
Mhm.
nobody. So you have it over here. The common negative expressions are ne
Mhm.
jamais. This one means never. Oh, sorry, let
Mhm.
me remove the annotations that we did before so that we can view them. Sorry, yeah, got it. Okay, and effacer tout, that's good. Okay, so we have ne jamais, never. So I have never done something. Je n'ai jamais fait quelque chose, tu vois. Ne plus, no more, no longer. Je ne veux plus jouer, for example. I
Mhm.
don't want to play no more. Ne rien. Je n'ai rien dit. I said nothing. I will write down all these. I'm just giving you the examples first. Ne personne. So, je ne l'ai dit à personne. I didn't tell anyone or nobody.
Mhm.
Nowhere. Ne, nulle part. Je ne veux aller nulle part. I don't want to go nowhere. So let me give you the examples over here. I'm sure we have example coming up on the next slide, but
Okay.
I want to put some things here. Je n'ai jamais. You can start writing so that you can take the example at the same time. Je n'ai
Okay.
jamais voyagé en Floride, for example, which is true for me. Never been to Florida.
Mhm.
Je ne veux vu. I never traveled to Florida. Florida. Je ne, oh, sorry for, let me check if I can make it blank. No. The option is before. Je ne veux plus jouer. I don't want to play no more. No more. Or
So
anymore.
In this one, we don't use pa, right? So we'll use
No, we don't
na.
use pa. It's other expressions of a negative that are used, uh,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't use pa in it.
And then we use na plus verb and then like plu or ria.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay.
So the structure is ne plus verb, subject plus ne plus verb plus
Okay.
the next one that you have. Moi,
Okay.
jamais plus. Donc,
But it's just for like these words, right? Everything else gonna be na and pa.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like these words are used most commonly
Mm-hmm.
for exaggeration of what you want to say.
Yeah.
But what do you mean everything else with the ne and pa?
Like for the other verbs like we did earlier, so
Oh,
we'll
no,
use
no, no,
na.
no. It's not dependent on verbs. It's not
Okay.
dependent on verbs.
Okay.
These can be used for any verbs. It does
Okay.
depend on you, what you want to say.
Okay.
That's not it. Okay. Let me do like this and move another one over here. Je ne l'ai dit à. Uh, I told nobody. Let me try this one. Je ne veux voir personne. Personne, for example. I don't want to see nobody. To see nobody. So yeah, so it's not dependent on, definitely not dependent on verbs. It does
Mm-hmm.
depend on the situation and what you want to say. Je ne veux aller. Je n'étais nulle part. That's why I'm trying to not use only veux.
Mm-hmm.
Or nowhere to be found. Je n'étais nulle part. I was nowhere. I wasn't nowhere, basically.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I was no, basically, I didn't go anywhere. Basically, that's what
Mm-hmm.
I want to say over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Done.
Perfect. Okay. So the next one is actually examples. I will read them for you.
Mm.
Let me just do like this. Effacer tous les dessins. And let's move to the next one, which is actually the examples. So, je mange toujours, je ne mange jamais. So I always eat, I never eat. Okay. Il est
Mm.
là, il est là, il n'est nulle part. He is there, he is nowhere. So, c'est
Mm-hmm.
ça, je n'étais nulle part. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay.
So, I was nowhere. That's,
Mm.
I would change it to I was nowhere.
Okay.
Elle voit quelqu'un, elle ne voit personne. She sees someone, she sees nobody.
Okay.
So, go ahead if you wanna write it down.
Okay.
So the next one is transforming the sentences, basically. So I
Mm.
want you to take a piece of paper or
Okay.
notebook. So
Mm.
let me show you. I want you to transform these into negative,
Okay.
whether it's normal negative, ne pas, or the other ones.
Okay.
So same thing as yesterday, send it to me on WhatsApp as soon as you're done.
Okay.
Parle pas anglais, je ne mange. Where is the pas? The pas
Oh
is
yeah.
missing over here.
I did write it down the pa, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
fine, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. So this one has to be nous ne mangeons pas du pain. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
But the thing that I wanted you to remember is that once you have du in your thing, in your
Yeah.
sentence, it transforms to
Yeah.
de. Ne mange pas de pain.
Oh, in negative?
Yeah, and negative it transforms to de.
Okay, I'll write down.
Always. Ils ne. Same thing for the second one. Ils ne boivent jamais. Ils ne mangent pas. Attends, nous ne mangeons pas de pain. Yeah. De
The cafe.
yeah,
The cafe.
definitely.
Okay.
Et tu n'aimes pas le chocolat. That's good.
Okay.
So just remember that when you have du, it becomes de.
Okay. In negative, right?
Yeah, a negative.
Okay.
A negative always. As long as you have du after your negative part, after your verb, it becomes de.
Okay.
Okay, good. You wanna take the correction? Did you take?
I did, yeah. I changed
Yeah.
the yeah.
And the part that you're missing over here.
Yeah, I didn't write it down the part.
Okay, good. Perfect. Let me just go to the next slide, then I'll remove the little ones. Effacer tous les dessins. Good. So, the practicing the answers. Je parle anglais. Do you want to read them for me? Just to
Yep.
practice your
Je,
go ahead.
je parle anglais. Je ne parle pas anglais. Nous mangeons de pain. Nous
Du
ne
pain. Du pain.
du pain. Nous ne mangeons pas de pain. Il buvait du
Ils
café.
boivent, they drink coffee. Ils boivent du café. Boivent. Try it again.
Boit. Il boit de
V.
café.
V.
Il veut du café. Il ne
Good.
veut pas de café.
Good.
Tu aimes?
Tu aimes.
Tu aimes le chocolat? Tu n'aimes pas le chocolat?
That's good. That's good. You did good. I don't see the, yeah, sorry. Let me just put on the subtitles. Yeah, that's good. So now we're going to see, because there is not only the that transforms, there are three of them. So we're going to see that, which is what we call partitive articles in negative. So it's an important rule. Why? Because in French, when you make a sentence negative and it contains what we call partitive article, like du, de la, des, okay? They change to de, all of them. All of them become de, okay? Or the apostrophe before a voyelle, okay? Always the rule, the elusive rule of two vowels meeting, one has to go. This is because in affirmative sentences, partitive articles du, de, la, et des express some. It means some, or an unspecified quantity. In negative sentences, you're essentially saying any or none of. So French uses the basic preposition de. Did you get where I'm going with this? So there are partitive articles. They're called partitive. They transform to de. Why? Because when you are in affirmative, quand je dis je bois du café, okay? I drink some coffee, okay? But when I say je ne bois pas de café, I say I don't drink any coffee. See?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
any here is replaced in the syntax and the meaning of French. The way we're
Okay.
gonna say it is de.
Okay.
It's specified that it's any or none of. So this is an important rule that I want you to take on the notebook and concentrate on actually remembering it.
Okay.
And after you write it down, I'm gonna ask you a question about it.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, now we have the examples for this part, which are je bois du vin, I drink wine. Je ne bois pas de vin, I don't drink wine. Elle mange de la viande. She eats meat. Elle ne mange pas de viande. See how it changes?
Yeah.
So she doesn't eat meat. Ils ont des amis. Ils n'ont pas d'amis. See over here, they gave you like the de transformed because there is a voyelle and
Uh-huh.
with the apostrophe. So they have friends, they don't have friends. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Basically, it's saying they don't have any friends.
Okay.
It's like we said here, ils ont des amis. They have some
Mhm.
friends and then they don't have any friends.
Okay.
So yeah, your turn to write it down, please.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm making you write down a lot. So
No, it's fine. More I write, more I remember. So
yeah, definitely, definitely.
yeah.
Check on this part. So I was saying we will see how we form interrogative sentences today.
Mhm.
And it's going to be basically about the how do you do it basically. So I'm going to go through it very fast because we still have the other lesson on interrogative, which is the sorry, which is the one where I explained to you what are the words
Mhm.
that are used for interrogative apart from est que, because est
Okay.
que is the one you would use to ask anything like directions, but the intonation can also help because
Mhm.
when I say a sentence, j'aime quelque chose, tu vois, j'aime le piano, for example.
Yeah.
Or I was gonna say tu aimes le piano, I would say it affirmatively, but I can always say tu aimes le piano? See, so the intonation is actually a question. It's like in English, same thing.
Yeah.
And inversions. Inversion is aimes-tu le piano, right? So
Okay.
I will just give you the examples over here on this one, and then we'll move to how. Sorry, I needed this. Okay, yeah. So intonation, I would say tu aimes le piano, for example, which
Yep.
would have sounded like I was saying it in affirmative, but
Yeah.
differently. I would say est-ce que tu aimes le piano? Sorry. Oh my God, I'm used to QWERTY keyboards.
Mm.
Piano. And the last one is inversions. You take the verb before your subject. Next one is using est que. So, oh, sorry, inversion. Est que. Okay. So you place est que at the beginning of the sentence. Donc, tu aimes le café becomes est-ce que tu aimes le café? It's very simple.
So you just put that in front of
Yeah,
the
that's
sentence.
part
Okay.
before. Yeah.
Okay.
So inversion of subject and verb. You invert the subject and the verb. Look at this. And
Yeah.
you add a hyphen, kind of. So
Yeah.
between them. So vous parlez français. Parlez-vous français? I don't need to raise my voice. I don't need to put est que. It's just taking the verb before your subject and putting a hyphen between them.
Yep.
Done.
We did this when we were doing the verbs as well, right? So
Yes, we did it. We did the interrogative form of avez-vous and stuff like that. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. But it's more in depth for this subject because this is actually
Mm-hmm.
a part. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Go ahead. Can you take this on your notebook, please?
Yep.
Okay, now we're gonna look at the interrogative words. There are many. It's not only SQ
Mm-hmm.
because there is qui, who, like English, you have who, what, where, when, why, how much, how many.
Yeah.
So who is qui? What is que? For example, qui est là? Who is here? Que fais-tu? What are you doing? Où es-tu? Where are you? Quand veux-tu venir? Par exemple, when do you want to come to my house, for example?
Yep.
Pourquoi? Why? Why did you do that? Pourquoi as-tu fait cela? Comment? How did you do it? Comment as-tu fait cela? Combien? Combien coûte cela? Ou combien coûte cette robe? How much does this dress cost? Coûte. Word. Okay, so take them first, then we're going to go into examples of them. Perfect. So, using interrogative words. Où habites-tu? Where do you live? Comment vas-tu? How are you? Pourquoi tu ris? Why are you laughing? That's the question you're gonna ask me every time. Pourquoi tu ris? Yeah. So do you have any questions on this one?
No.
Okay, go ahead and write them down, please.
Okay.
Perfect. Now we're gonna talk about yes and no questions. They can be formed using intonation, est-ce que, inversion, like the same thing. Est-ce que tu as un frère? C'est basically the ones you reply to with yes or no. So
Okay.
you take it from the affirmative form that someone, if you tell them that in an intonation, they're gonna reply yes or no. And you just make it into est-ce que or inversion, right? So this is
Yeah.
like a small part. If you want to take it, or if not, we can skip to the next one.
I'll just take it. Yeah.
Sure. So the next one is open-ended questions. These are not, you cannot use only est-ce que or inversion of intonation. These are like used with interrogative words, of course. So when I'm going to ask où habites-tu, they're gonna say I live somewhere, you know. They don't answer with yes or no. Combien ça coûte? How much does it cost? It's gonna be it costs $12 or $20 or something like that. So please take that open-ended questions are used with interrogative words, not est-ce que, not inversions, and not intonation.
Okay.
Same thing we were doing.
Mm.
So convert the following statements into questions.
Okay.
So, and don't make it like make it inversions or with est-ce que.
Okay.
Don't make it only intonation.
Okay.
Go ahead. Le chocolat. So, est-ce que tu aimes le chocolat? Aimes-tu le chocolat? Parlez-vous anglais? Est-ce que vous parlez anglais? Est-ce que je travaille? Est-ce que il est-ce qu'il... Okay, the last one is...
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what's the error in the last one?
It means you work here, right? No.
Yeah, but you have two vowels meeting.
Oh, then there will be listening here because two vowels cannot face each other.
Yeah,
So
so it's apostrophe.
yeah.
Travaille ici.
Yeah.
Check the last one. Travaille-t-il ici? You just missed the hyphen in both of them, and three of them. So travaille, the hyphen between the verb and
Okay.
always never
Yeah.
forget it. So this one
So
was good. Est-ce que it was good? Est-ce que est-ce que tu aimes le chocolat? That was good. The second one, hyphen.
yeah.
And two, le chocolat. And then est-ce que... I don't think there is an hyphen before it.
Okay.
Did you take it as note?
Oh, I have it hyphen everywhere. So
We just have a check.
yeah.
Yeah, there is, but there is not before the Q. Could.
Okay.
There is only in, which is normal because it's the verb and another one.
So just before.
Just this one. Yeah.
Okay.
Est-ce que vous parlez anglais? parlez-vous? Sorry. It's just that I'm used to the QWERTY keyboard and now I have an AZERTY one. Okay. Yeah. So do not forget the hyphen. Make sure
Yep.
you don't meet a voyelle. You want to
Yep.
take the correction?
I did, yeah. I made the corrections.
Good. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. So let's move to the next one. Next one is another one where you have to
Okay.
fill in the blanks with the correct interrogative word.
Okay.
Go ahead. Okay, so où habites-tu? Combien ça coûte? Pourquoi tu fais ça? Yeah, that's the good one. Let us just put it over here. Oh, it takes an accent. It's over here. Got it. Où? Combien? Et pourquoi? Combien ça coûte et pourquoi fais-tu cela? Pourquoi tu fais cela? Do you understand the meaning of them? The
Yep.
words. Okay.
Yeah.
So can you tell me first one, what does it mean? Second one,
Where do you live?
yeah. Second one,
How much it is? Or like how much is it?
it costs, yeah.
Yep. Pourquoi tu fais ça?
Mhm.
Why you do this? Why
Yeah,
you
good, good. That's what it means. Okay. So let's go to the next one. We are going to talk about common mistakes. So the one you did,
Yeah.
you get in the hyphen in inversions.
Yep.
Using SQ when it is unnecessary. So, for example, yeah, when you could use inversions and you use SQ, it is not necessary to use it, you know, especially when you are talking to someone and everything. It's more like use inversions most of the time. It's really rare that you're gonna hear someone say SQ, okay? And misplacing interrogative words, meaning saying ou instead of que, instead of qui. See?
Yep.
Perfect. So now, sorry, the recap of the lesson. So 3 ways to form questions. So we saw what are the 3 ways, the intonation, the inversion, the using of SQ, or the using of the other interrogative words. So we saw using the interrogative words.
Yep.
Yes, no versus open-ended questions. So yes, no, it's going to be with SQ, with inversions, and so on. Open-ended questions is going to be with interrogative words. And common mistakes to avoid, which were using the use of hyphen that are in inversions, never forget it. The use of interrogative words, basically.
Yep.
What else did we see in the? Did you take these as
No.
no? Yeah, I prefer if you do
Yep.
before we. Okay. So, and the common mistakes that we were saying was to avoid basically these ones, misplacing interrogative words, using SQ in when talking when you don't need to. So yeah, so that's the recap of this part. Additional resources, practice online exercises, which I will be sharing with you after. I want you to start listening to native people asking questions. So that's using YouTube for that. I will try to find some links to it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the basic for this lesson. Let me
Okay.
go to the part of it where we talk only about interrogative words. So we're talking about qui, que, ou, quand. This is like another lesson, but it's linked
Okay.
to this one. Let's introduce this. In French, as you know, we use interrogative words to ask specific questions. And these words, they help us gather more info beyond the yes and no, which, as we said, we use inversion and ESCO for yes and no. Today we'll dive more in depth into these common interrogative words and how to use them. So can you check if you have this one? I don't think you have the last
Oh
one.
yeah, I'll write that down. 1 second.
Sorry?
I'll write that down.
I
I'll
mean,
write that one down.
yeah. Please. Please check. So I'm gonna read them and you check if you have them all. Qui, who, que or q with an apostrophe, what, où, where, quand, when, pourquoi, why, comment, how, combien, how much, how many, lequel, laquelle, which one.
Yep,
So
I have all of them.
okay, it was the last. Sorry,
Last one, yeah.
last one that you didn't have. Okay. Using qui. Used to ask about a person. So, qui est ton professeur? Who is your teacher? Who is, yeah, sorry. Qui parle français ici? Who speaks French here? So I'm going to give you some minute to write it down,
Okay.
what it is used for and what are the examples of it.
Okay.
And then we'll start using it first.
Okay.
And the exercise will be very simple, just replacing with qui, but I want you to write it down after. Like,
Okay.
mhm.
Done.
Okay, perfect. So the exercise is to complete the following question with qui. Do you want to read them to me, please?
Qui est ton meilleur?
Maya?
Qui
Maya.
est ton meilleur ami?
Yeah. Do you understand the meaning of it or not?
Uh,
Who is?
who is your friend?
Meilleur is best.
Okay, best friend. Okay.
Who is your best friend? Okay.
Qui
Then
travaille?
avec toi.
Qui, yep. Qui travaille avec toi? Who's traveling?
Travaille. Travaille.
Qui travaille avec toi?
Yeah. C'est parfait.
Who who's traveling with you?
No. Who is working with you?
Okay, travaille. Okay, that's
Travaille. Yeah.
voyager, right? For travel.
To work. Yeah. Travel et
Okay.
voyager. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Who works with you?
Okay.
You. Good. Okay. And then the last one.
Qui va?
Sorry.
Qui va au marché?
Yes. Which means who is going to the market, the place? Who is going to the marketplace? Marché is marketplace or
Okay.
markets or just the market. Who is going to?
Okay. I thought it means walking, and I know.
Yeah. Yeah. It does mean walking.
Yeah.
The verb marcher, je marche.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's I walk. I walk. But yeah, marché means the market.
Okay.
Supermarket or maybe even supermarket over here.
Okay.
Supermarket. Yeah. So if you want to take the meaning of them,
Yeah.
please do. Let me continue. I'll check the problem after. So, basically what we want to do after that is okay, let me put this. Yeah, so let me just remove all this and que or que, what? Used to ask about things and actions. So examples, que fais-tu? What are you doing? Qu'est-ce que tu veux manger? What do you want to eat? Okay?
Yep.
So take it on your notebook, then we'll move to the exercise on this one.
Okay.
Okay, good. Okay, so the exercise is this one you'll need to do it on the notebook. Rewrite this statement as questions using que or que.
Okay.
Que lis-tu? That's good. Qu'est-ce qu'il regarde? That's good. The last one, no.
Yeah.
The verb. Where is the verb?
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Let me write it down. But it's most of them are good.
Mm-hmm.
Que lis-tu?
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one would be que regarde-t-il or qu'est-ce qu'il regarde? Qu'est-ce qu'il regarde? And the last one would be qu'aime. And you remember the liaison one that we
Yep.
did before? So that would be the one.
Oh. Okay.
Or for the third one, we could say, but this is more extensive. Quelle musique
Mm.
aime-t-elle? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to write them down, like fix them a bit.
Yep, I did.
Okay, good.
Uh,
Okay. Let's go to the next part. Using où, where. Used to ask about a place or location. So example, où habites-tu? Where do you live? We already did this one. Où allons-nous maintenant? Where are we going now? So, do you want to take it on your paper, on your notebook?
Yep.
Yeah, please. Good. Okay, so next up. Oh, sorry. That's weird. This one. Please replace.
Okay.
So fill in the blanks with où.
Yeah. Okay. So should I just like speak it or write it down?
Please write it down, then we'll speak it and we'll find the meaning and leave a space for the meaning.
Okay.
Okay, good. So do you want to tell me?
Yep. Où est la boulangerie?
Boulangerie, which means the bakery.
Sorry, what was that? How do
Bakery.
we? No. How we do pronounce it?
Boulangerie.
Boulangerie.
No, it's boulangerie, but
Boulangerie.
yeah, boulangerie. So where is the bakery?
Okay.
The
Où veux-tu aller ce weekend?
Yeah,
Where are you going this weekend?
that's good. Oh
Yep.
my God, you started understanding French.
Little bit, yeah.
That's
Easy
good.
ones. The easy ones.
Yeah. Where are you going this weekend?
Yep.
Weekend. Okay. Où se trouve ton téléphone? Okay.
Où se trouve ton téléphone? Where? I don't know the meaning of through. Ton téléphone.
Find. It means
Where?
find.
Okay.
Found. Where is found? But I would say, where is your mobile phone?
Okay. Okay.
Your phone, basically. Your phone, because
Okay.
it would be not mobile.
Okay.
Where is your phone? Mais il se trouve. It's like saying il est and then somewhere.
Okay. Okay.
Par exemple, si je dis le restaurant se trouve à Vancouver, for example,
Mm-hmm.
Vancouver.
Yep.
The restaurant, the meaning would be is in Vancouver.
Okay.
But basically, it is saying that it is found.
Mm-hmm.
It's found in. Because se trouver is to be somewhere, or
Yep.
because the word trouver is to find.
Mm-hmm.
This verb means to find.
Okay.
Yeah. So take the meaning, please.
Yep.
Meaning, this is plural.
Done.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Oh, let me remove all of this. And let's move to the next one. There are many of them, so terribly sorry for that.
That's fine.
I know. Using quand, when. Used to ask about time and time only, nothing else. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Example. Quand est ton anniversaire? When is your birthday? Quand est
Mm-hmm.
You would hear it in Quebec, quand est ton anniversaire, stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
because it's the way they say it. Quand arrives-tu à la maison? When do you arrive home? So take this one so that we can
Okay.
the next part.
Done.
So using quand, can you actually find the questions for these ones? Mon vol part à 10 heures. My flight, let me do the meaning next to it because I'm not sure you're gonna know these ones.
Yeah.
My flight leaves at 10 o'clock. Il commence son travail lundi. He starts his work on Monday. Nous allons au cinéma ce soir. I think this one you know it. We are
I'm going to this evening.
Ce soir, this evening,
Yeah.
night, maybe night.
Yeah. Tonight. Tonight.
Yeah. So try to find what is the question for these answers.
Okay.
en vol. That's perfect.
Yep.
Oh, you're getting the hang of it.
Yeah, because we did the
That's
examples,
good.
right? Yeah, so that kind of gives the
Yeah,
idea.
that's why. On part en vol. This one. Quand commence-t-il? Travail. Un, deux, trois, un. En- You could say, if you were to talk to other people, you could say, quand allez-vous? See?
Okay.
And they would answer. Yeah. Very good. You could be asking your family. Good.
Okay.
So just take this one. Did you take the meaning of them?
I did, yeah.
Good. Just take the last one
Okay.
so that we can move to the.
Done.
Okay, good. Using pourquoi. Why? Used to ask for reasons or explanations. Example. Pourquoi es-tu en retard? Why are you late? Pourquoi tu pleures? Why are you crying? So take a note of it so that we can
Okay.
move to its exercise. Done? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Next up, answer the following question in full sentences.
Okay.
So, pourquoi étudies-tu le français? Pourquoi veux-tu voyager? Pourquoi es-tu fatigué aujourd'hui?
Okay.
Do you understand the questions?
So these are the questions. I just need to give the answers.
Yeah. It's a backward practice.
Do I just need to remove pourquoi and this ones? And
J'étudie
then
le français parce que c'est pas tu étudies. It's like asking you. So it's gonna be j'étudie le français parce que, and then you give the reason.
okay. I don't know these ones.
Okay, which one do you don't know?
So the first one I did j'étudie le français parce que for immigration. How do we say pour immigration?
L'immigration. L apostrophe
Yeah.
immigration. Same writing.
Okay. So that the second one means why
Do you
are
want to
you
travel?
okay? Je voyage. Je
Could
voyage.
be to relax. It could be to have a good time.
Okay. Means relax.
Relaxer.
Yeah.
Pour relaxer. Let me show you.
Okay.
Let me send it to you by WhatsApp.
Okay.
Pour relaxer. Like this.
Okay. Je suis.
Fatiguée aujourd'hui parce que,
Why are you tired today, right?
yeah.
I know sleep means dormi, right? DORMI.
Yeah.
How do I say I slept poorly or like I didn't sleep well?
Je n'ai pas dormi tôt. Let me write it. Je n'ai pas. You got it?
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll send you the picture, even though you helped me.
Mhm. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm here to help.
Yeah.
So let's annotate. Pour que j'étudie le français. Okay. The only thing is j'étudie doesn't take an S
Okay,
in the first person.
okay.
So this one, I'll just remove this one.
Mm-hmm.
This one is not
Okay.
le français parce que, non, pour l'immigration. You don't need to put parce que if you're gonna say pour l'immigration.
Okay.
Pourquoi veux-tu voyager? Je veux voyager. You didn't. Je veux voyager pour me relaxer.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a capital G. Yeah. Pourquoi es-tu fatigué? Ah, tu as écrit je n'aime pas, je n'ai pas. Je suis. And you are also because you are having a 2-hour class. Je suis fatiguée parce que je n'ai pas dormi tôt. Please
Oh,
take these on your notebook
yeah.
because I feel we're almost done, don't worry.
Yeah. I made the changes. So
Okay, good.
yeah.
Oh, just give me a minute. Okay, good. Now we're going to go to the next one. Let me remove my annotation.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. How using comment. So it's how. Used to ask about the way something is done. So comment vas-tu? Something is done or how someone is.
Mm-hmm.
So, how are you? We say comment vas-tu?
Yep.
How do you make this cake?
Yeah.
Comment fais-tu ce gâteau? Okay. Comment
Mm.
cuisines-tu ce gâteau? So take these on your notebook. Do you have
Okay.
any questions on this one?
No.
No?
No. Yeah. For
Okay.
now, it's no.
For now,
But
for now.
yeah.
But write it down, maybe you'll get some question.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Next is our fill in the blanks.
Yep.
So, please fill in the blanks with comment.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is how does it work? The
Mm-hmm.
second one is how are you today? And
Yep.
the last one is how can I help?
Okay. So you just need to put
Uh,
comma in front of all of
yeah,
these.
yeah, yeah. Just write it down.
Okay.
And let me write the meanings so that you write
Okay.
it down at the same time. It work? Question mark. How are you? Today? How can I?
Done.
Okay, great. Using combien? How much? How many? Used to ask about quantities and prices. So, combien ça coûte? How much does it cost? Combien de frères as-tu? How many brothers do you have? Okay, you want to take
Yeah.
it? That's
Yep.
the last one, and we will be done.
Yay.
Okay, so that concludes it for interrogative. I'm definitely going to send you your exercises later today.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely it was a good work on your part from the last exercise you did. It's not
Yeah.
going to be a very long exercise, but it's going to have key things that we have discussed yesterday and today. And yeah, you have a good night to yourself.
You as well. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.